everybody today. It's Tuesday. I hope that you guys set an alarm in your phone. Like Deidre said earlier, set that alarm so no one has to tell you. You don't have to worry about the emails. You definitely know that this is the place to be every single Tuesday at 6 o'clock because something is going to happen that will change your business. I promise you. Whether it's the chat, the comments in the chat box, somebody's testimony, the information that you get, something's going to help you, go through the rest of your week. So make sure you're here. I put a challenge out there for you guys, and I'm super excited because I'm looking at the numbers. And I said, and I promised, if we have 250 people on our call today, I will make sure that I give you guys a gift. I received my earpods yesterday. How many of you guys received your earpods from last week? Anybody, everybody, every received your earpods? Let me know. Did you receive your earpods? Somebody says, this is my first Tuesday. Hey, Sheila, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope it's not your last Tuesday. Definitely. I was so excited. Mine are charging right now, so I think they'll be ready in a little bit. I waited too long to charge them, but I'm like, ooh, I got all this technical stuff. I'm so excited. My son was like, Mom, you got earpods? You got AirPods? I was like, absolutely, and I got mine for free. Only had to pay the shipping, so I'm super excited about that. You guys, I have a good lesson that I want to talk to you about. I thought about this yesterday and it came to me last night when I was thinking about our call today. Like, what do they need to know? What do they need to learn? What can I share with them? How can I help? Oh, we have a lot of First Tuesdays. Cool. Hey, Annette. Hey, Linda. Hey, Krista. Who else? Oh, we have a lot of first timers. Super cool. Very impressive. I'm excited. I hope that you guys come here every single Tuesday because every Tuesday is something different. Every Tuesday is a different lesson. Fred Howe and I co-host this call, and we want to make sure that everybody gets everything they need. Let me ask you guys a question because my laptop has a mind of its own. Can you hear me okay? Is the volume okay? Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat box. Yes? Okay, cool. So the challenge was 250 people. Okay, we have 182. So while we're going through our lesson, I want you guys to take some time and send out a text message. Tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your friend, your brother, hey, hop on this call. At the end of the call, you're going to get a gift, right? Super cool. But we have to get the 250 if we want that gift. So you guys pay attention to the participant list. Nobody hang up. Nobody, leave. I saw 2 people leave already. Nobody leave. Everybody stay. So you guys can get all of this good information that I want to give you. Deidre, if you could pull up the slides, that would be perfect so that we can go ahead and get started. I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys feel like a hostage situation would be the worst situation you could be in? Who in your family? I want to use this chat box, you guys. Use the chat box. We need to have a conversation. Who in your family, a loved one, your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, who in your family, if they were kidnapped, if they were being held hostage, would you do every single thing you could possibly do to get them free? I want you guys to sit down, close your eyes for a minute, and think about somebody being held hostage, and that your emotions are rising, and you have to get that person free. Who is that person? Okay, Aretha, she said her children. Who is that person? For me, it would definitely be my son. I've always had a fear of that. And I just like, oh my God, I can never have something happen to him. If anything happened to him, I would do everything in my power to get him free. I would never let him be held hostage. I would have to break him free. It would have to be something that I could do to get them free. I'm going to ask everybody, can you please give me the money that I need? To the kidnappers, what do you need to do to let my son go? How can I stop him from being a hostage? Think about that. Your children, your parents, exactly, my mom, your dad. And there are some people in your family that you wouldn't go 100% for, right? There might be some, I'm not going to be mean, but there's people in my family who, if they were kidnapped, I wouldn't go 100% to try to get them free. I wouldn't do it. Even though we're supposed to put in all of that effort, or it sounds bad, but I'm going to be honest. You guys, those of you who know me, I keep it raw and uncut at all times. I'm going to be honest with you. You might not like what I say, but I promise you it's going to be the truth, and I promise it's going to help you, okay? But there are some people, that you would just go all out for because you don't want them to be held hostage, right? Well, what about yourself? How many of you guys, yourselves, feel like you're being held hostage? For those of you who work a 9 to 5, right? may be going to work now. You may be unemployed now. You may be working from home now, but you're working that 9 to 5 and your time is not your own, right? If you want to go somewhere, you have to ask permission, right? You don't have that. You're being held hostage by your job. How many of you guys feel like you are being held hostage by your job? And until you reach that age, I have a friend, she's going to be 30 years at her job this year. And I asked her, well, are you going to retire? I can't retire because I won't be 55. I have to wait to be 55. But if I wait to 65, I'll get more money. So she's being held hostage. She hates her job. She hates the traffic. She hates going to work. She hates not being able to spend time with her father, who's getting old. He's passing. Her husband that she just got married to, and her children. She has no time, and her mom, who just had a stroke. She has to sit at her job, 12 hours a day, commuting there, back, the 9 hours she spends there. She's held hostage by her job, and she's not able to let herself free. And a lot of us feel hostage for a lot of different reasons. There are a lot of different reasons you can feel like you've been held hostage. Let me put my phone on mute because it's dinging over here. But there's a lot of different things in your life that will hold you hostage. There are a lot of different things. And I'm sure that there are people in your lives right now that you feel like they are being held hostage. My sister, for one, works nonstop, has the cutest, most talented, and smartest children you could ever have. I don't know what I would do if I had to say goodbye to them every single day while I went to work, came home too tired to play with them. It's so much stuff. There's so many people out there who you look at and know they are being held hostage, and we have an opportunity that can set them free. No matter what it is holding them hostage, there's so much out there holding people hostage. How many of you guys know somebody that's being held hostage? Somebody that's not on this call that's being held hostage. Does anybody know your mother? She works so hard. She's doing all this stuff. She just wants to rest. You wish you can give your mom something so she can just rest. Your brother, he's working so hard. Your kids, you see them, you might have grown kids and they're struggling and they're asking, could you watch their kids? And they're being held hostage by life. There's so many different things that are holding people hostage. But what we have to understand is Evolution Enterprises is definitely a vehicle that can set us free. If I knew my son is being held hostage, he has all this stuff to do, he's not living a full life, oh my goodness, I can use evolution to set him free, that would definitely be what I would want to do for him, for sure. Now, I know there are more people out there that are being held hostage and needs to hear this message today. So send them a text, send them a message, let them know, hop on this call. We're talking about something that I think you need to hear, because this is definitely a message that you want to know, that you want to hear, that you want to share, that you want everybody to really be able to embrace so they can get out of that hostage situation. So let's talk. Let's talk about some of the things that hold people hostage. Let's talk about it. You guys hop in the chat box and let me know, what are some of the things that hold you hostage? What are some of the things? What are some of the things? Let me know. I'm going to read the chat box a little bit later. Sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, my eyes are closed because I'm just trying to get the message that's given to me and give it to you guys. Bills hold you hostage. Life holds you hostage. Your thoughts, your thoughts are the most damning things that can hold you hostage for your entire life. Your mind is the most powerful thing. You hit it on the head. Your credit card bills are holding you hostage. Okay. Money, toxic people. Yes. Fear. Yes. You guys are hitting it all on the head. 100%. 100%. One track mind, job, employers. Yes. Yes. Exactly. So many things. Now we're going to go through a couple of things. We're going to talk about them. Procrastination. Natasha, you are right there. Key. You guys, baby daddy, Sarah. Right. There's so many things that hold us hostage, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Sometimes, what is it called? What is that called? The Stockholm Syndrome. Sometimes when you're being held hostage for so long, you experience the Stockholm Syndrome and you think that, oh, okay, this is okay. I have to do this because if I don't do this, I'm not going to survive. I have to do this. And a lot of times in our, 9 to 5, the stuff we have to do, we start to experience the Stockholm Syndrome and we feel like we have to do it when that's not the case. Because if you had to do it, you wouldn't be looking forward to your vacation. You wouldn't be, if you love to do it, you wouldn't be looking forward to your vacation. You wouldn't be looking forward to your lunch breaks or going home or, oh, if I could just have a sick day, So a lot of times we start to become a part of that Stockholm Syndrome, and we start to think, oh, this is fine. Oh, this works. Yeah, working at Walmart, greeting the people. Oh, perfect. I love to do that. Nobody wants to stand on their feet for 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day, and greet all the crazy people that walk in Walmart. But we need to check, right? You have to be able to, do that in order to survive. So I want to show you guys how you can train your mind to understand that you don't have to be held hostage by your current circumstances. There are so many different ways and so many different things that you can do to get out of that hostage situation, okay? I want everybody on this call to feel free when they leave this call today. Definitely. Your family, your spouse, your credit score. Let's talk about your family, you guys, because those are people who are the nearest and dearest to our hearts. And those are some of the people who we said, in the beginning, if they were held hostage, we'd do anything to set them free. And a lot of times we do anything to make them happy. And sometimes they don't have the same business mindset that we have, and that anything that you do is giving up on your dreams, right? How many of you guys who have experienced, a situation where you're telling somebody about your business, you're telling somebody about the profit pool, you're telling somebody about how wonderful Evolution Travel is, and they tell you that's a scam, that'll never work. Oh, I remember when my so-and-so and so-and-so did something like that. They were stuffing envelopes and it was a scam. It was some kind of pyramid scheme. That'll never work. You don't understand. You shouldn't do that. Don't waste your time. How many of you guys have experienced that type of situation? I could raise my hands, my feet, everything. Let me tell you guys something. I was in this company for a whole year. Number one in the company. We had a company meeting up in the Bay Area, California, and my mom came. Front row center. And my mom came. David McCovey got up on stage and he gave all of the Elite 8. He gave us each 3% of the company. He made a whole announcement. I'm going to give you guys 3% of the company. And until that moment, my mom was telling me, you need to get a job. This is not going to work. That's not a real company. She finally said in the meeting, we had about 250 people in this meeting. And my mother stood up and said, oh, I guess this company is real. It wasn't until I handed her my 700,000 shares of stock and asked her, could you put this in your safe? She looked at the stock and she looked at me and she said, okay, this is real, right? A lot of times the people in your family who don't have the vision have to see a clear picture. And the best way to show them that is to, guess what? Show them your check. Show them the money. Show them your videos. They need tangible evidence. But remember, when you have faith in something, like we have faith in our business, we have faith in our dreams, we have faith in what's going to happen, that means you're believing without seeing. And that's what you do when you're an entrepreneur. You have that vision. So families sometimes are not going to be the most supportive, but I promise you, they're going to be the ones that hold you hostage the most. I promise. I had a lady on my team who was hiding from her husband the business. She was so afraid, to tell him that she was doing this. And when he found out, he was so upset with her because he was like, this is so perfect. The man at my job wanted to go on a trip to Italy and you could have booked it for him. We missed all that money. So you guys, be bold about your decisions, about your selections that you're going to make. Make sure that when there's an opportunity and you feel good about the opportunity, whether you win, whether you fail, you tried. Don't let other people's opinions hold you hostage, okay? Let's talk about that almighty credit score. Hello? How many people feel like their credit score is holding them hostage, right? That house you want, you can't get because of your credit score. The apartment you want to rent, the car you want to drive, right? Sometimes the job you want to get. It all depends on your credit score. You guys, sometimes that can hold you hostage. And I'm going to tell you guys, let me be honest. Let me be transparent and vulnerable right now. My credit score held me hostage, but I promise you, I didn't let it hold me back. I broke free, right? Took my 520 credit score. I'm not ashamed to say. Took my 520 credit score and in 1 month brought it to 730. Okay, 520 to 730. Not worried about it. My credit score was holding me hostage, making me feel like I wasn't good enough. I couldn't get that house. I couldn't get the car. I couldn't get the boat. I wasn't able to do this stuff for my son. My credit score was holding me hostage. But I made up my mind to break myself free. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't use any credit services. I don't know, those people, whatever. I didn't use any of that stuff. I did my own research, figured out what to do, and I did it. So easy to do. Same with our business. How did they get to 2-star? How did they get to 1-star? How did she get to platinum? How did she get to gold? You can just do the research, figure it out, and do it. You can release yourself from that hostage mindset where you think, oh, I need somebody to show me. I need somebody to train me. My sponsor doesn't help me. Let me tell you guys something. David McCovey is my sponsor. Do you really think he has time to teach me how to book a trip? Do you really think he has time to show me how to build a team? No, you have to just do it, okay? You figure it out and you do it. And we all have it in us. Whatever somebody else is going to teach you, somebody else might have taught them. They learned it, but in the beginning, they taught themselves. So there's so much information out there where you can just get out there and do it. You might fail a couple times. You might go from platinum to gold or platinum to silver or silver to 2-star, whatever. You can do this. You have to first believe it and let yourself go so that you're not holding your own self hostage in your mind. Whoever said your thoughts, your mind, all that stuff, that is where all the power lies, okay? And then the perception. You know, when you're talking about what you do, when somebody says, well, what do you do? I just booked some travel. Oh yeah, I work with this little company, and you're all, you're whispering. You're not loud. Your chest is not back. You're not proud of what you do. You know, the perception of how you view your own self in your own position will be the determination whether you're going to move forward, if you're going to stay stagnant, or if you're going to move back. That is so important, to hold your head up high and understand that you have your arms are wrapped around a gold mine. You can do anything with this company. This company doesn't say, okay, once you get to this level, you got to stop. You're not making any more money. It's once you get to here, that's it. You're at the top of the ranks. You can't make any more money. This money at Evolution Travel is limitless. But guess where they do stop you? Guess where they do give you a cap? Your job. Your job has a cap. Your job tells you, okay, once you get to this level, that's all you can do in this position. You maybe can get a, what's it called? A promotion. You can maybe get a promotion to another level if you have the right education, if you have the right, people in your pocket, if you know the right stuff to say, maybe we'll let you get more money, even if you're worth all of it. They have a cap. Evolution Travel does not have a cap. You have the awesome opportunity to make as much money as you want, as many times as you want, forever. And the coolest part about that too is, guess what, you guys? How many people here can will their job? Let me know. Can you will your job? You're working at the post office, something terrible happens, you pass away. Can you give your job to your son? Can you give your job to your daughter? Can you will your job? Okay, let me say it like this. Hell no, you can't will your job. But at Evolution, you're working to build your business. Of course you can pass down your business to your kids. Of course you can will your business to whoever you want. They don't even have to be a relative. They don't have to be anything. You just have to say, I want my business to go here, and that's it. It's theirs. You can will your business. How many of you guys knew that you can will your business? Does anybody here know you can will Evolution Travel? Anybody? Okay, how many of you guys now know? Now you know. Just put on there, now I know. Now I know. You can will your business. So you're working so hard. How many of you guys have life insurance? Your life insurance, something happens, okay, your kids are going to get a lump sum of money or whatever. They'll get your house, and that's it. But with your business, you are giving them a legacy. You're leaving a legacy for your kids where they will have residual income over and over and over. So if I were in a situation, and I am, but for those of you who have young children, my son is 16, but let's say you have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, shoot, a 16-year-old, you have the ability to build something massive. And if something ever happens, even if you want to retire, hey, I don't want to do that anymore, manage my business, just give me half of my residual so that if anything happens, you'll know what to do. Okay, well, you're making $15,000, $20,000 a month anyway. Yeah, give your kid 10, you take 10 because you gave them the business. What type of fabulous life insurance policy is that? Evolution Travel is a fabulous life insurance policy for your children. It's really cool. There's so many things you can do with this business, so many ways you can work it, right? What's something else that holds you hostage? A big thing is education, right? Education, education, education. I'm sure you guys could mention in the chat box right now at least 2 billionaires that did not finish college, one that didn't even finish high school. Education, definitely people, my mom, and coming from a family with a line of educators. My mom has every degree and a son. All my sisters have tons of degrees. And when it was time for me to go to college, I did. But because I am who I am, I decided I only wanted to take classes that was going to benefit my life. So if I didn't feel like that class benefited my life, even if it was a prerequisite or my core classes, I wasn't going to take it. My life is worth more than me sitting in a class for a whole semester to do something just because he said I have to in order to get this degree. No, thank you. Okay, so I decided I wanted to learn sign language. So that was my foreign language. So I can talk to people, and that's what I wanted to do. But whatever was going to enrich my life is what I spent my time doing. So do I have a degree? Absolutely not. Am I educated? I'll say it again. Hell yes, I am. So it's really important for you guys to understand not to let other people's, like my mom, every day, you need a degree. You need a degree. Go to school, get a good job. Go to school, get a good job. Go to school, get a good job. Well, mom, what if I want to not go to school and own the company so I can give somebody else who went to school a good job? How about that? Maybe I want to take that path. It's up to you how you want to live your life. Don't let other people's perception of you or their expectations of you hold you hostage. Okay? Remember that. Your education, whether you have a lot of it or just enough or a little, you can still do what you want to do. Don't let it hold you hostage. How many believe that your past, stuff that's happened in your past, past relationships, people who put you down, maybe something happened to you before, your past holding you hostage? How many of you guys? Yeah, a lot of people. Let me tell you guys something. A lot of times people are embarrassed of their past. A lot of times people think that because they were who they were, they can't be who they're going to be. But you have to understand that your past is just the foundation for your future. You should never regret things that have happened in the past, because those are lessons that you have to learn so that you can either teach somebody else so that they don't make those same mistakes, or use that newfound information, knowledge, so that you don't make that mistake again and you can make better decisions in the future. You should never be afraid of who you are or what you've been through. I've been through some stuff. Okay, I could tell you guys stories. I've written books on the stuff I've been through. But I promise you, I never look at my past in a negative way. I'm so happy that I went through those things because it made me who I am. It made me who I am today. But you know what else it made me do? It made me not look down on other people who might have had the same type of past as me. I know who I am. I know I'm fabulous. So if other people in my same situation went through that, then they could be fabulous too. So why would I look down on somebody who's been through that type of a, past just because they were there, just because that happened to them, right? So your past can definitely hold you hostage, but free yourself. Be happy, in your own skin, in everything you've gone through. Don't let your past hold you hostage. For whatever reason, God put you through that situation because and you guys know how I love my God. I'm a believer. He's not going to do anything. Nothing's going to happen that's not supposed to happen. Okay. So if something happened to you, it was supposed to. So figure out, what was my lesson in this situation? What did I learn from this? How did this help me? Do not let it hold you hostage from where you're supposed to go or who you're supposed to be, right? Never. I'll tell you guys in a minute. It doesn't matter to me what I've been through, and how it's helped me. I remember, let me tell you guys a short story. I remember I was in college, and I go to school. I'm a serial student. Okay. I love being a student, and I'll go to school tomorrow if I feel like it's something there that I need to learn. But I went to school. I was going to school. I was taking a speech class because I wanted to become a better speaker, and I wanted to understand, okay, what can I do? What are some of the tricks of the trade? I wanted to be a better speaker, so I took a speech class, and we had to do a speech, and the teacher gave us different options to choose from. So I choose my favorite vacation, right? So I have been in this class. I've been in this class for, I don't know, it was end of the semester, so this was part of our final. So I had gotten to know the other kids because I'm 37. I'm 37 at this time. So I'm getting to know the other people in the class and blah, 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 blah. So I get up to do my presentation, and my presentation is about my favorite vacation. And I put my slide up on the screen, and I have a picture of my federal prison ID. I have a picture of, all kind of stuff. And I say, this is my favorite vacation. Because number one, it was free. Number two, I met so many fabulous people. And it taught me a really good thing. It was an experience that I definitely enjoyed. Sometimes things that are made for bad turns into good. So, and they were sitting there, and everybody in the class, their mouths just dropped. Number one, how could I just share this information, which most people would probably hide? And why was I so happy about it? And a lot of times it's just the way you think a situation, how other people are going to perceive that situation, or what are they going to think about me, or I shouldn't say anything. That's the furthest thing from the truth ever, because your experiences can definitely help somebody get through their experiences. If we hide all of our flaws, if we hide all of the things that have happened to us, then guess what? Nobody's learning, not even you. What did you get out of that you think you should hide from somebody else? Let's talk about your weight. How many people here need to lose some weight? Hello? Is there anybody here that has their weight is holding them back? They think they need to lose it. They're like, oh my goodness, if I was just 10 pounds, if I can lose these 20 pounds, oh, I would get in that pool, or I cannot go on vacation until How many people are letting their weight hold them back? I heard somebody say, I want to start dating, but I'm too big. I just want to, let me lose 30 pounds first, and then I'll start dating. Are you going to change on the inside because you lost a little bit of weight on the outside? Have you guys heard people say that before? That's crazy, Now, too, just like my credit, I went from, and I'm about to tell you guys my weight. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I went from 273 pounds to 225 pounds. Okay, I'm not at my weight. I still need to be 195 so I could be perfect. But I was still as fabulous as I am at 273 as I am at 225. Come on now. We don't change. We are who we are. And once you start to embrace who you are, you will start to become the best version of you could have ever thought you would be. Period. You can do this. Do not let anything hold you hostage. Okay? Let it go. A lot of times people allow, like, somebody knows something about you. Maybe if I was ashamed about going to prison and somebody knew my secret, that secret is what's holding me hostage. That secret is what's holding me back. That secret is keeping me from my greatness. The best thing I can do is shout from the highest mountain and let everybody know this happened to me. Yes, it did. Let me tell you what I learned from it. Let me tell you how I'm different now. Let me show you what I found out. Period. Right? So super cool to be able to just get out there and let yourself go. Like, be you. Look at everybody saying how much go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good job, everybody who's out there being their best version of them. Losing weight is not just for the physical. A lot of it's mental, but most of it is your health, right? You can't have wealth if you don't have health. You can make all the money in the world, but how you gonna spend it if you're dead? We have to be healthy, right? We have to understand that for me, I don't want to lose my son. I don't want to leave him. I want him to have me for as long as he possibly can. So because of that, I need to make sure I'm the healthiest version of me. It's really important for us to understand that becoming the healthiest version of yourself is going to help you, but it's also going to be a blessing to everybody around you, right? So that's really important for you to do. And then once you've gone through that process, you're not going to look at somebody else in the way where it's shameful or you're shaming them. All the stuff that I've gone through, I love everybody. I don't pass judgment on anybody. I'm going to help everybody I can possibly help because so many people helped me, right? Even when I didn't understand what that help was. So that's really important. And what about fear? How many of you guys are afraid of something? How many of you guys are fearful that something bad may happen? How many of you guys have phobias? Let's keep it real. I have phobias. I have anxiety. And when I drove to Idaho for my son's basketball, and I'm going to tell you, I'm a driver. I would drive from here to New York, from California, and I would love it. But that drive for me was the scariest thing. And the fear I had because of the mountains and the hills and all that stuff, it made me spend more money because I was like, oh, no way am I driving back home. I'm going to fly. So I had to pay to drop my rental car off on the one way. I had to pay for plane tickets for all three of us. My fear messed up my pockets and held me hostage at this point, because now that extra $1,000 I had to spend put me in a little bind. Okay. So that fear was holding me hostage. I kept trying to fight it. I kept trying to fight it. I kept trying to fight it. And I let my fear hold me hostage. So you guys, even when we understand what we're going through and we understand the things that are pushing us and holding us hostage, that doesn't mean that we're going to be able to just set ourselves free 1,000%. It's a work in progress. So never beat yourself up because you feel like you're not where you should be. Don't do that. Yes, so many people have the fear of failure. You know what? I remember my very first mentor told me, "You're afraid to be successful." And I looked at him and I said, "That's the craziest thing you could say, C. Anthony. How could you? That's crazy." He was like, "You're afraid to be successful." And as the years have gone by, I understand that he was telling the truth. I was afraid of, okay, if I'm successful and I'm on that platform, I'm going to be judged. People are going to look at me. They're going to, judge my actions, judge my past, judge everything. And until I figured out, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about me. I know I'm here for a purpose. I know I'm here to help people. I know I can do this. That fear of success was, hovering over me. I don't have that fear anymore. I understand what it means to be successful. I can do it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so open. I'm so honest. I'm just out there. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth, and that's fine. So that's a fear that's holding us back. So whatever your fears are, come to terms with them. Say it. Once you say it, the power kind of goes away. I'm claustrophobic. As much as I fly, as much as I travel, I'm afraid of being locked in a plane, right? I feel like I'm in a little pill. But as soon as I tell the stewardess, "Hey, I'm a little claustrophobic. Can you check on me?" And she says, or he says, "Absolutely, Tony. We'll make sure you're okay." Once they say that, my fear goes automatically away. It's gone. I'm like, okay, I'm not here alone. I can do this. It's okay. And sometimes that's all we need. We just need to know that we're not alone in this. We need to know that somebody's going to be there to help us. We need to know that if we fall, somebody will be there to pick us up. And that fear will go away. So it's really cool for everybody to just that's why you need an accountability partner. But let me tell you something. How many of you guys have accountability partners? Let me know. How many people have accountability partners? Anybody, everybody, all the bodies? Who has accountability partners? Okay. A lot of people do. Some people say, "I don't, not yet." Okay, let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to keep it raw and uncut right now. For all of you who have accountability partners, and you've had that accountability partner for more than a month, has that accountability partner gotten you to your next level? Were you an executive when you got that accountability partner and now you're bronze? Were you a consultant when you got that accountability partner and now you're executive? Were you just in the business, had never booked a trip and now you've booked a trip? Has that accountability partner helped you get to the next level? Here's the hard part. If the answer to that question is no, fire your accountability partner and get you a new one, because you guys are just holding each other back. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm here to tell you, we are here to win, okay? We're not here to just get by. We're not here to just sit here and look at everybody. We're not here to be the cheerleaders. We all want to walk the stage. So if your accountability partner is not holding you accountable in a way that's leading you to success, fire them. Fire them and let them, or give them a warning. You can give them a warning if you want to be nice. I'll fire them. But you can give them a warning. Hey, you know what? We became accountability partners to hold ourselves accountable and to get to our next level to reach our goals. I don't think I'm really doing that with you. Can we figure out a way to try to get that? Let's go on a 1-month probation period. And if nothing changes, let's both agree to get different accountability partners, right? You really need to get to, she said, "I'm firing Charles Lee." You'll end up dead somewhere, I promise you. You cannot fire Charles Lee. But once you get to a point where you understand what you need and why you have this accountability partner, and Kaya says she has an accountability group. That's super cool to have a group, because it's kind of hard sometimes to be responsible for somebody. So groups are good too. But you should be growing in that partnership. You should be growing in that group. You should be growing. The accountability partner is not there to listen to your pity party. Your accountability partner should not let you have pity parties. Let's stop for a second. You guys give yourselves a round of applause. Clap it up for everybody on this line. You guys reach 250 people. You all will be getting your gift. So congratulations. You made it. Yay. So nobody hang up. Nobody hang up. Good job, you guys. So your accountability partner is not there to host pity parties for you. They're not there to, help you put band-aids on everything. They're there to push you to the limit so that you can become the best version of you. If somebody calls me and my partner calls me and they want to bitch and moan about something, I'll give them about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And that's it. That's all. If I give them that. Because I might not give them that. Because I don't like negativity. I don't want to hear it. Let's figure out how to fix it. Let's figure out how to get to the next level. Let's figure out how to do this. Okay? So it's really cool to be able to do that. But once you guys have done that, let me tell you, have you recognized what has held you hostage? Have you guys recognized, sit here and think about for just a couple of seconds. What's holding you hostage? What's holding you hostage? Yes, Tim, definitely yourself. It's all inside of you. What's holding you hostage? Okay, and let's think about, how are you going to break free? How are you going to break free from this hostage situation? How are you going to get to the next level? How are you going to, live your best life? How are you going to break free, right? Are you going to stop procrastinating? Are you going to find new accountability partners? Are you going to really just be positive? Are you going to embrace your past? Are you going to do things to get you to the next level? Let me tell you, if you want to be platinum, but you never tell anybody about your business, and you never post nothing on your social media, and you don't tell your family, you don't tell your friends, you don't post any ads, you don't do anything, let me tell you something. Platinum for you is just a dream. It will never be reality. The same with me, 273 pounds, but I want to be 180 so bad. But I'm sitting on my couch eating pizza, watching the workout video. I'm not going anywhere. I'm drinking soda. I'm, just buying bigger clothes. Why would I want to accommodate myself in that situation? It's not going to help. The same thing with your accountability partner. Why would you want to accommodate your accountability partner when they're being negative? Nothing's going to come from it. It's like nothing's going to come from me losing weight if I'm not going to do anything positive about it, right? So I had to say, Tony, stop talking about it. Just do it. Stop posting every day on Facebook. I'm starting my diet today. I remember I posted that for the 5th time and somebody was like, oh, again? You're starting again? You're starting again, Tony? Yes, and I'm deleting you. So a lot of times you have to just be there and do what you're supposed to do. You have the power to break yourself free from any hostage situation, no matter what it is. And that hostage situation, of course, is in our minds. But like someone said earlier, our minds are the most powerful thing that we have possession of. That's your mind, okay? It's free, but it's going to cost you so much if you don't use it. So it's really important, you guys. I really want you to, concentrate on what you learned today. I hope you guys got something out of this. Did you guys get anything out of this training today? Did you guys get anything out of this training today? Anything? Anything? Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad I was able to help somebody today. Super excited about that. And I'm really happy that you guys not even met your goal. You didn't get to the goal line. You went past the goal line. And because of that, every single person on this line is going to get a fabulous gift. So you guys go to rawappreciation.com. The secret phrase for you is break free. You guys fill out the information on that form, and every single person on here is going to get a portable Bluetooth speaker. Yay! Super excited. Who needs a Bluetooth speaker? Anybody? If you don't need it, your kids do. They love listening to music. And a lot of times you can listen to your Zoom calls. Play it while you're in the shower. Play it while you're sleeping. Let it just kind of go into your subconscious. I know Nikki listens to her, stuff all the time. Patrice listens to her motivational stuff. I know Lynn and Nina, all the leaders. That's a pattern. The leaders do things to feed their minds even when they're sleeping. That's super cool, because if you're doing stuff when you're sleeping, you're going to be making money when you wake up. And you can break those chains and release yourself, break free from all of the hostage situations, you guys. I am so excited. The link is for those of you who might be calling in, rawappreciation.com. Again, that's rawappreciation.com, Ryan, rawappreciation.com. The secret phrase is break free. I want every single person on this call to break free from everything that's been holding you back. Really just sit down, look it in the face, and let it know you are not going to win. Tell fear you are not going to win. Tell procrastination you are not going to win. Tell your husband, your kids, your family, the people who don't believe in you, you are not going to win. You guys, I love you all, and I hope that you I hope that you take this information, you use it, and you make sure that you don't let anything go. Like every single moment of your life, every single day of your life, every single thing you do has a purpose. Find that purpose and make sure you use it to benefit you because it's there for a reason. Okay. Super cool. You are so welcome, you guys. I hope you got everything. I hear my phone beeping. Okay, so make sure you have all of this information. Make sure that you have all this information. Lock this call in for next week, Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to have something even better for you next week. So make sure not only you come, but you bring your friends with you as well. I look forward to seeing. Oh, look at all these people. Oh my God. Okay, so 15 people have already filled. So that's super exciting. You guys, I'll see you guys next week. Bring your mom, bring your dad, bring the people who are holding you hostage, and let me help them break free as well. Okay? So me and Fred will be here next Tuesday, same time, same channel. Until then, we will see all of you guys at the bank and at the beach. Bye.
Wait a minute.
Oh Lord, we are ready.
Listen, I was letting you go ahead and flow. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope. Do me a favor before y'all get off this line, guys. Just give her the hugest round of applause because I will sit up here without even thinking twice about it. Everything that she just pretty much went through with you guys is something that we've been preaching subliminally from day one. Like, give her the round. Listen, Tony, amazing. Listen, break them chains, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, you could remember a long time ago. We used to always say that, like, all the things that you just pretty much went over in the training. It's really just really based on you making that decision. Because the factual information about, is the company real? Are we moving? Are you capable? And is it possible? Everything is pretty much etched in stone, and it's all consistent facts. And you have to make that decision. And it's huge. It's a huge change in your behavior and your posture if you guys decide to do so. Tony can agree, and just well as all the leaders on this line can also agree that, nothing changes. Like, give you an example, Nikki and Charles Lee, nothing changed with their whole entire business until they sat down and said, enough is enough. It has to happen now, and they went and did it. Naturally, nothing changed, until we made the decision to, launch this company back in 2016 when we said we have to get it done without a paycheck involved and without any proof. We literally said it has to be done. So salute Tony Ward, guys, and hopefully you guys take heed, with always great training. Naturally from any side of the fence, all the leadership is giving you their all. So Tony, great job. Appreciate it. Thanks, Deidre, for naturally hosting and getting the slides and everything moving while she, execute this excellent training. But dope training, Tony. Dope training. What's up, everybody? Wake up. Let's get rocking. Let's make it happen. Dope, Tony. I'm sorry. I just had to chime in and just say something real quick.
No problem, Fred. All right, well, me and Fred will see you next Tuesday, same time, same channel. Until then, we'll see you all at the bank and at the beach. Bye, everybody.